It's Positive Bluebird. It's Throwback Thursday, and I have a friend sitting next to me on the couch that I bought in 1995 from a beautiful, wonderful, kind-hearted woman at the Olive Garden in Highlands Ranch, Colorado, who hand-stitched dozens of these, and she also donated to her local church and to the low income and less fortunate. I bought him for just $20, and I just love him. I think he's cute for the holidays, don't you? But anyway, Margaret had a son and his best friend who went to college. I don't know if it was ACC or, Colorado Community College or CSU, whatever, right? And they both worked at the OG as bussers. One day Margaret came in and she had this smile on her face and she just kept going, oh God. And I said, well, what? What's going on? She said that her son was now the creator of Southpark. And I'm like, well, what is that? And she said, it's a cartoon show. She said, but it's a little bit out there. It's racy. It's sometimes degrading, pushing the envelope kind of thing, freedom of speech, a little bit of vulgarity. And I was like, oh, you must be so proud. She said that she never watched it, but that, she'll support her son in anything that he does. So, that's my Throwback Thursday for that. And I don't know when Southpark came out, but I know that it is a little neighborhood area of Highlands Ranch, Colorado. It's probably about maybe 45 minutes away from here. And there's a giant sign that says Southpark. I never put two and two together years ago. I mean, when I heard the show Southpark, I'm like, why does that sound familiar? And then I'm like, oh yeah, they named it after the area that they live in. So, my other story is throwing back all the way to 2 weeks ago when I went to see my nephrologist. The taxi driver that came to pick me up was real sweet. She called me. She was a little lost. I wasn't mad. She did say that the car that she owned was falling apart and that I had to sit in the front seat. I'm like, no problem. So she had her other cell phone plugged into the stereo. She said the stereo speakers were kind of blown. And she was listening to elevator music and she's like, oh, I can't do this anymore. I just cannot do Dean Martin music anymore. I'm going to fall asleep. She said, would you like to pick some music? She goes, here, plug this into your phone. And I'm like, okay. I said, have you ever heard of the Runaways? She goes, the Runaways, the Runaways. Why does that kind of sound familiar? I said, Joan Jett, Lita Ford, they started the band back in 76 when they were 16. She goes, oh my God, yes. Yes, play that. And I plugged it in and I said, do you mind if I ask how old you are? She says, I'm 59. I said, then you're the exact same age as Lita and Joan Jett. And she was smiling and jamming out. She cranked the music, doing the air drum at the red light. I'm jamming out on the air guitar. The car in the next lane is looking at us like, wait a minute, that's a taxi. What are they doing? But it was fun. And the ride back after my appointment, the taxi driver was a different person, and I hadn't seen him for a while, probably maybe 61, 62 years old. He was jamming out to ZZ Top, and I'm like, you know what, you guys just made my day. I think music is the best way to just live life, be happy, and when are you ever going to find a taxi driver that is that casual, blaring the music and having fun and interacting with their passenger, right? So, but anyway, that is my throwback story for you guys. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I'm in a slight flare. I didn't really do much with myself, but hey, where am I going, right? It's super windy out here in Arvada as well. And it's funny because I've got a lot of friends from Canada that say that it's really windy, and their temperatures, the high are like 2 degrees. And here in Colorado for the past 2 weeks has been in the upper 60s. Last week was 85, today is 75, and I'm loving it. So if winter can hold off a little bit longer, great on the bones, right? If you guys have any Throwback Thursday memories that you would like to share, put them down below, and stay tuned for later. I might video collage some photos and see what I can find. Peace out, everyone. Stay positive.